What's up, Space Pirates? This is your Admiral, the deliciously dank Dr. Disaster. And for anyone who isn't aware, Steam is the absolute largest platform that gamers use to play video games, and it isn't even close. This is why the performance of a game on Steam is considered to be so meaningful. It has access to the largest chunk of gamers. Therefore, when we see a smaller game released on a random Monday outperform the likes of Assassin's Creed Shadows, that is very telling.
When was the last time you got your ass kicked?
That's today.
Schedule 1 is a silly game simulating being a drug dealer in a small town, where you start with nothing and work your way up. This game has been completely ignored by the media, has no marketing at all, and yet the game has come out of nowhere and completely destroyed the likes of Assassin's Creed Shadows on Steam, topping out at around 116,000 concurrent players on the platform. Meanwhile, community managers at Ubisoft are desperately trying to drum up interest in their game by starting a flame war on X with Elon Musk, rushing to the defense of Hassan Piker. That should tell you everything you need to know about this company and what sort of person that they're trying to attract with their games, which is precisely why so many gamers rejected this turd and why Assassin's Creed Shadows' time at the top of the Steam charts was so short-lived.
I've reached the top!
Alright, me hearties, make sure you hit the like button on this video to fend off the algorithm monster, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and also, don't forget to support the channel by becoming a member. There are multiple exclusive projects you won't want to miss out on that will be available to members only, including audiobook of my dark fantasy novels. There will be more information soon, but we can't just point out the things that we don't like in culture. We have to push things that we do like. So, if you're interested in supporting that sort of thing, consider becoming a member of the channel. Anyhow, let's dig into the numbers behind Schedule 1 as it beat the shit out of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and then we will look at how the community managers are rushing to the defense of Hassan Piker and attacking the likes of Elon Musk as a means of attempting to attract certain gamers to their game. First of all, let's take a gander at the current numbers for Assassin's Creed Shadows over on Steam, and to nobody's surprise, the player count for that game dropped off by quite a bit after launch weekend. This isn't particularly damning or anything like that. It happens to every game. There's a massive spike at launch, the game peaks during its opening weekend, and then it falls off the following week. And usually, they never again reach their initial player count levels. So yeah, no surprise that they're sitting at about 24,000 players at the time of this recording, capping out at around 40,000 in the past 24 hours. But take a look at these numbers for Schedule 1. That game, released on Monday, capped out at 116,000 concurrent players yesterday, and even now, as I'm recording this early in the morning, it has about 36,000 people playing, beating Shadows by a significant margin. This game came out of nowhere, but that's what happens on a platform like Steam when you make a game that is simply fun. Word of mouth becomes your friend, and you don't even need a shitload of journalists to incessantly try to convince the public to buy your product. Hell, there hasn't been a single review of Schedule 1 listed on Metacritic yet. Nobody is talking about it except for gamers. And if you look here, it is currently the #2 top seller on Steam with a damn near perfect review score. That is freaking magnificent for an indie game. But rather than worry about their game being fun, Ubisoft seems much more interested in playing politics. A few days ago, Hassan Piker, who seems to really sympathize with terrorists that hate my country, Ubisoft used him as a means of advertising their game, and this has started a bit of internet drama that the community managers at Ubisoft have gotten themselves involved in. Grums, over on X, posted a picture of Hassan Piker's shilling for this game over on Blue Sky, because of course that's where this tool is posting his mindless drivel. But anyhow, Grums wrote, "You can tell a lot about Ubisoft with how much money they are throwing at terrorist platforming streamers." And Elon Musk then replied to Grums, writing, "Hassan is a fraud." And then he replied to himself saying, "Sellout would be more accurate. Objectively, he is promoting a terrible game just for the money." And I have to point out that it's funny how every time you see an online socialist like Piker, they're always about as capitalistic as they come. They have no problem at all taking money to hawk products. Not that I blame them, mind you. I'm an unapologetic capitalist, but the hypocrisy is thick here. Anyhow, I digress. The official Assassin's Creed X account then had a snarky little response to Elon saying, "Is that what the guy playing your Path of Exile 2 account told you?" And now, if you don't get the reference, a few months back, Elon and Asmongold got into a bit of a public tussle when Elon claimed that he was one of the top Path of Exile players in the world, and Asmongold called him out on it. And a lot of folks are speculating that Elon paid someone to play for him. The whole thing is silly and stupid, and frankly, I don't give a shit. But anyhow, this is what Ubisoft is concerning themselves with, making sure that they are seen to be friendly with the likes of Hassan Piker, and seen to be enemies with the likes of Elon Musk. They even quote-tweeted themselves a little while later, saying, "Where other men blindly follow the truth, remember, nothing is true." And I gotta say, that is a pretty apt line to be used by a company who posted the player count numbers for their shiny new game and never bothered to post any actual sales milestones. They were perfectly content to post that they had hit 2 million players and then watch their journalist buddies run with that information and compare it one-to-one with the likes of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, who announced they hit 2 million sales after about 2 weeks of release. The journalists bragged that it only took Shadows 2 days to do the same thing, but of course, players are not the same thing as sales. These are people who are extremely interested in obfuscating the truth. It's why they reportedly asked Steam to hide their player count numbers several months ago after Star Wars Outlaws flopped on the platform. They don't want you to see ass-kickings like the one that we are seeing on Steam with Schedule 1. Sure, Schedule 1 is a PC exclusive, and it costs less than $20 to play, but a title like Assassin's Creed Shadows, with all the marketing and power behind it, shouldn't be challenged like this by such a smallish game. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the game that Shadows wants to compare itself to, they aren't challenged by Schedule 1. Not yet anyhow. Schedule 1 hasn't even hit half of Kingdom Come's max concurrent player count on the platform. Meanwhile, Schedule 1 has damn near doubled the player count of Assassin's Creed Shadows. Perhaps if Ubisoft had spent less time trying to align themselves with the will of a particular political persuasion, pandering to the perpetually offended, and more time making a fun game, Shadows wouldn't be in this position. But I'm gonna leave it there. Drop your contempt for Ubisoft and those they align with into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.